Good day everyone and welcome again to another video lecture in Math 222 or Calculus 2. So, we are now at the last chapter sa ato ang sa ato ang klase, no? So, the last chapter is about further applications of integration. So, we will only discuss two applications, okay? Integration. One lang, arc length of surface area, okay, sa solid. So, ato ang topic karon is on arc length. Okay. So, what do we mean by the length of a curve? So, we might think of fitting a piece of string to the curve in figure 1, okay? So, that blue squiggly line there in figure 1, and then measuring the string against a ruler. Okay? So, saan na to pagsukod ng katason anang curve ni sa figure 1? One possible way, no, is to pick a string, okay? Isubay-subay nimo ang string anang sa tuang blue diya nga curve. Human ato na siyang suknon ang string by a ruler, okay? But that might be difficult to do with much accuracy if we have a complicated curve. Okay no kay ang imong tudlo biya dagko. Unsa nimo pagka-sure nga isubay-subay nimo anang curve mo fit sa tanan draa. Okay? Gusto mo pag-assure nga dili mga isbog tong mga points or itong mga hibla-hibla sa imong string, or what if ang imong string kay mabinat siya, no? So it does not represent the length of the curve nga gusto nato. So it will affect accuracy. Okay? So we need a precise definition for the length of an arc of a curve, in the same spirit as the definitions we developed for the concepts of area and volume. If the curve is a polygon, we can easily find its length. So we just add the lengths of the line segments that form the polygon. So we can use the distance formula to find the distance between the endpoints of each segment. Kaya sa inyong analytic geometry, calculus 1, ang length sa inyong segment, that is, gamitan ng Pythagorean theorem, no? That is the distance between the two endpoints sa inyong segment. Now, we are going to define the length of a general curve by first approximating it by a polygon and then taking a limit as the number of segments of the polygon is increased. So this process is familiar for the case of a circle, where the circumference is the limit of lengths of inscribed polygons. So dara sa to ang figure 2. Diri sa figure 2, diri sa to ang leftmost, no? Leftmost figure na to diri circle, nag-inscribe ta ana dira og square. And kung i-add nimo na ang mga length, ang mga side lengths sa tuang square, that approximates the circumference. So it is a very bad approximation. We go to the next figure, no? Kaning sa second, pwede na to i-increase ang number of sides sa tuang inscribed polygon. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So it is much better approximation than the first one. And then we again increase the number of the sides of the inscribed polygon, and so on diri as ato ang last circle. Makita na to nga somehow, no? Almost dikit na ang sides sa ato ang polygon sa circumference or sa ato ang circle. But again, it is still an approximation kay the inscribed polygon, of course, is not the circle. Okay. Suppose that a curve C is defined by the equation y equal to f of x, where f is continuous and x is greater than or equal to a but less than or equal to b. Meaning, ang imuhang curve C kay describe siya sa ato ang equation y equal to f of x, and yung imuhang x diri kay define lang siya sa closed interval a, b. Okay? So, we obtain a polygonal approximation to C by dividing the interval AB into n subintervals with endpoints x sub 0, x1, and so on up to x sub n, and equal with delta x. Okay, so what do you mean by this one? So first, let me change the canvas into notebook. Okay? So, ang question karon is kung saan na to pag-approximate no ang arc or ang curve no sa iyahang length. So, atong buhaton ron is sundo na to itong approach last time sa yung sa to pag-define ang integral sa one function no on the closed interval AB. Ang atong gibuhat ato is sa first sa nato ang definition kay ang area kay kuan siya region no area of a region bounded by a curve no above the x-axis no bounded above by the curve y equal to f of x bounded below by the x-axis to the left by the line x equal to a and to the right by x equal to b. Ang gibuhat nato ato is i-subdivide nato ang closed interval AB into n kabuok sub-intervals with equal length delta x. So similar ang ato ang buhaton na diri. Okay? Kaya nag-limit-limit mo dito sa area, mag-limit-limit po diri. Isa class na. Okay. So, suppose nga mo niya to ang x padakong gamay. Ito ang x-axis, y-axis, no? And suppose mo niya to ang curve, di curve. Suppose mo niya to ang curve, okay? Say, ang endpoint nato diri is nasa A, diri lang kutob, no? So, meaning, mo continue pa na siya dira. Pero ato alang sulbon diri is gikan lang from A to B, no? So suppose mo ni ato ang curve C described by the equation y equal to f of x on the closed interval AB. Okay? So sukdo na to ang arc length. Or kani sa katas ning red curve, no? Unsa na siya kataas. So first atong buhaton is dili gid nato na madiretso og kuha ang length ana. Ang buhaton sa is ato siyang i-approximate. So unsa ang pag-approximate? Step 1, we divide the closed interval AB into n sub-intervals. N kabuok sub-intervals with division points. Okay? With partition points na lang or division points or endpoints para sa na sila. With partition points a equal to x of 0, x1, and so on, up to x of n equal to b, and equal width. So, equal tanan ang width sa to ang sub-interval ani, delta x equal to b minus a all over n. Actually, dili na mag-matter ng b minus a all over n kay dili man ta mag-partial sum diri niya, mag-limit-limit, no? So, kumbaga, kutob ra ta diri sa ato ang abstract nga with delta x. That is enough. Okay? So, i-divide na to na. Let us copy kaning sa figure na to. So, as a result sa to ang step 1, mahitabo is ma-chop-chop ang ato ang closed interval AB. Okay? Chop-chop siya. Same rig ay ni atong yun sa to pag-define ang integral. So, ang atong A mo na siya ato ang x sub 0, ang ato ang B mo na ato ang x sub n. Okay? Of course, nadri ang x sub 1, nadri ang x sub 2, and so on, nadri ang ato ang general nga partition point x sub I minus 1, nadri ato ang x sub I, and so on. No? So, that is now our step 1. Ang kalayuan ani nila tanan is delta x, ang kalayuan pud ani is delta x, and so on, no? Ang kalayuan pud ani ng duha is delta x. Now, step 2, ang buhaton nato sa step 2 is mag-construct ta og line segments. So, construct line segments, okay? Line segments p sub I minus 1, p sub I, where I runs from 1 and so on up to n. Okay? And these line segments approximates no? Approximate lang. Approximate the curve C. Okay? Approximate lang kay ang line segment straight man, okay lang ato ang curve kay curvy. Okay? Ato ning kopyahon ang ato ang curve na sad. Mamibutang diri sa ubos. Okay? Now, according dra sa to ang step 2, i-construct na to ang mga line segments p sub I minus 1 to p sub I. So meaning, i-continue na to ni dre pataas, no? Then, i-continue po na to ni dre pataas. And so on. Muna ang ato ang general nga x sub I minus 1. Muna ito ang general nga endpoints x sub I. And so on. Okay? Kumara na, i-construct na to ang line segment karon. Na, kani siya nga line segment mo ni siya ang P1, P0, mo ni ang P1, construct na pag another dra, mo ni ang imuhang P2, and so on. Then, construct ka another, mo ni ang imuhang P sub I minus 1, ug mo ni ang imuhang P sub I, and so on and so forth. Okay? Okay. Next is step 3. Sa step 3, ang atong buhaton ron is sukdo na to ng katason anang mga line segments P sub I minus 1 hangtod P sub I, no? Okay, so ang pasabot sa sukdon is kuha lang nimo ang distance between P sub I ug P sub I minus 1. Mo man na ang length sa imong line segment. Okay? The length of the line segment P sub I minus 1 P sub I is the distance between the two endpoints. Okay? So step 3, the length of each line segment is denoted, we denote it by P sub I minus 1 P sub I. And then the sum, no? Then the sum sigma, we check first kung masulod pa ba sa canvas atong itong sulat. Okay, good. Then the sum sigma that runs from 1 to n, no, of P sub I minus 1 P sub I, this sum approximates, okay, approximates the length of the curve or the arc. Okay? Of course, this is with respect to the partition points. No? So, meaning kung utrohon mo yung partition points, meaning padaghanon mo, usab ko ng approximation. So, A equal to x sub 0, x1, and so on, up to x sub n equal to b. Okay? So, mara ni siya, kuhaon nimo ang katason tanan aning the line segment, meaning sukda ang P sub 0 to P sub 1, sukda ang P sub 1 to P sub 2, and so on, sukda up to padulong sa P sub I minus 1 to P sub I, ug atong last nga segment nato diri P sub n minus 1 o P sub n. Sukda to sa tanan, i-add mo to ang approximate nato nga length sa to ang curve. Now, of course, that is an approximation. Now, makita nato diri as magkadaghan ang ato ang partition points, meaning as n approaches to infinity, no? Ang kaning mga curves nato diri kay somehow mo fit in na ni siya sa ato ang curve. Okay? Then mo fit in naman siya sa ato ang curve, mo follow nga much better ang ato ang approximations. And thus, we define now L to be the arc length of the curve, to be the limit of the sum. Okay? These Riemann sums. So, muna siya ato ang step 4. Step 4, as the number, no? As the number of partition points increases, no? i.e., as n approaches to infinity, no? The approximation gets better and better. Okay? So now we define the length L of the curve by capital L equal to the limit as n approaches to infinity of the sum I equal to 1 to n of the sum of the lengths p sub I minus 1 sa ato ang mga line segments. So muna sa ato ang definition sa arc length or ang length sa ato ang curve C, no? Defined by the function y equal to f of x, no, on the closed interval AB. Now, ang problema na to ani is lisod ni siya kay tungod aning length sa segment p sub I minus 1 p sub I. Lisod ni siya computon. So atong buhaton ron is dungag tag condition sa f, no? Unsa ang condition nato sa tuang f para ma-simplify ni siya. Okay? So problem equation 1 is not very convenient, no? It's not very convenient for calculations. So we need to add more conditions maybe para in condition sa f nya atong isulat na siya explicitly ang L. Okay. So ato ang solution is we suppose that the function f which describes C is differentiable. Okay? It's differentiable meaning yung derivative nag-exist and its derivative f prime is continuous. Okay? So kinahanglan nato diri ang continuity sa first derivative ni f kay para maabot aning integral. Okay. So we now let delta y sub I equal to y sub I minus y sub I minus 1. Okay? Then, as katong gisulti na ko ganina, ang length sa imong line segment from p sub I minus 1 to p sub I, that is the distance, no? The distance between the 2 points. Okay? So that is x sub I minus x sub I minus 1 squared plus y sub I minus y sub I minus 1 squared. Okay? And of course, ang x sub I minus x sub I minus 1, that is delta x. So may mo siya og delta x squared. Okay, dili ni mag-matter ha nganong wala ta nagbutang drag delta x sub I. Tungod kay ang length sa to ang kada sub-interval is parehas na ng delta x. And then by construction, no, y sub I squared. Okay, ato ang goal ron is mangita tag explicit formula ani. Now, delta yi, okay? Ang delta yi which is equal to y sub I minus y sub I minus 1. Ito maning y coordinates sa ato ang endpoint sa ato ang tawag ani. Endpoint sa ato ang line segment p sub I minus 1 or p sub I. Okay? So meaning, that is equal to f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1. Okay? And that is equal to f prime of x sub I star minus, times x sub I minus x sub I minus 1. Okay? So, na nag-exist nga x sub I star sa closed interval x sub I minus 1 to x sub I such that ang imuhang delta yi kay masulat nimo siya as f prime of x sub I star times x sub I minus x sub I minus 1. Ang naghatag nimo anang x sub I star kay the mean value theorem. Okay? By the mean value theorem, there exists an x sub I star in the closed interval x sub I minus 1 and x sub I such that f of x sub I minus f of x sub I minus 1 is equal to f prime of x sub I star times x sub I minus x sub I minus 1. Okay? So, mean value theorem na siya sa derivative. Okay. So, gikan diri this implies now na ang delta y sub I di is equal to f prime of x sub I star. Kunya ang x sub I minus x sub I minus 1, that is delta x. Okay? So, gikan dira makakonclude ta nga ang distance di or ang length sa tuang segment p sub I minus 1 to p sub I is in fact equal to the square root of delta x squared plus delta yi squared. Pero sa ato ang computation, ang delta x plus delta yi squared, that is equal to f prime of x sub I star times delta x. So that is f prime of x sub I star times delta x squared. No? And we can simplify it further by factoring out the delta x. So we have 1, no? Delta x squared mo na itong i-factor out sa sulod sa square root. So naa kay, ay nako. So naa kay 1 plus f prime of x sub I star, no? Square times the square root of delta x squared. Okay? And of course, basta gi-square root nimo ang gi-square, may mo na siya absolute value. Pero ang delta x na to ba diri kay length. Wala man length na negative. So that is greater than or equal to 0. No? So may mo na ni siya og 1 plus f prime of x sub I star squared times delta x. Okay? So gikan dire mo follow nga ang LDI which is equal to the limit as n approaches to infinity of the sum I runs from 1 to n of the distance between p sub I minus 1, p sub I is in fact equal to the limit as n approaches to infinity, no, of this explicit nga formula sa distance between p sub I minus 1 and p sub I. Okay? And that is 1 plus the square of the first derivative of x evaluated at x sub I star times delta x. Okay? Now, it turns out, kung tanaw na to na siya, na kay delta x sa gawas, yan, na kay x sub I star. Ang x sub I star nimo kay nana siya sa sulod sa closed interval x sub I minus 1. O x sub I meaning sample point na siya. So, in fact, this is equal to the integral, no? This is an integral. Integral from a to b of the square root of 1 plus f prime of x squared dx. Okay? Na kung gamitan nato ni og Leibniz nga notation, this is equal to the integral from a to b of the square root of 1 plus dy dx squared dx. So, na tayo bagong formula ron. Okay? So, this is in fact a theorem. So, theorem, we call this theorem the arc length formula. So, arc length formula. Unfortunately, ang kaninga formula kay mo-hold lang ni siya kung imo ang function kay differentiable. Pero kung dili, naagyapon na siya way, no? Murag gyapon ni siya og katong usual nga integral nga pwede nimo putol-putulon. So, if f prime is continuous on the closed interval AB, then the length of the curve, okay, y equal to f of x, ang imong x kay greater than or equal to a less than or equal to b, is given by this formula. L equal to the integral from a to b of the square root of 1 plus f prime of x squared, square root na siya dx, or katong equivalent, no? Pero lahi lang ang notation, tong kang Leibniz. Is equal to the integral from a to b. That is the square root of 1 plus dy dx squared dx. Okay? Bilang class ko, sa nakuha ko ang charger sa laptop. Okay, so that is now the formula we will be using in calculating arc length or length of or length of a curve. So let's have an example. So example, find the length of the arc of the semi-cubic semi-cubical parabola. Right? Y squared is equal to x cubed between the points 1, comma 1 and 4, comma 8. Okay? So our solution now is first construct the graph. Okay? Now the graph of y squared equal to x cubed is inaanig dagway. Okay? Now ato lang concern diri is kon lang from 1, comma 1 padulong sa 4, comma 8. Okay? So ito siyang bagisan dyan grid para maklaro. Curve na siya, dili na siya line. Nahimo lang nag-line tungod kay dili maayo ako ang pagka-drawing. Okay. So let's now calculate. Atong natin ron is unsa man ang equation ron nga nag-describe ang ibabaw no ng upper branch o ibabaw sa x-axis. Okay. First no, y squared equal to x cubed. That is the same as y is equal to plus minus the square root of x cubed, which is equal to plus minus x raised to the power of 3 over 2. Okay? Now, makita na to dira sa graph nga na ay duha ka part ana katong ibabaw ug ubos kay ang y mo gud nimo kay d square, no? So ang ibabaw is force positive. So meaning ang ato lang concern is kanang ibabaw nga curve. Okay? Now since we are only concerned, no? We are only concerned the upper with the upper part. Okay? We have y equal to x raised to the power of 3 over 2. Okay? So then, so to ang formula nito, ang kinahanglan sa formula is derivative, no? dy dx. Then, dy dx, of course, that is just 3 over 2 times x raised to the power of 3 over 2 minus 1, no? And that is equal to, so may tabo na, 3 over 2 minus 1, that is 1 in 1 half minus 1. So, x raised to the power of 1 half. So, muna ito ang dy dx. Kunya, ang ato ang lower limit diri kay endpoints man. Ang ato ang endpoints man sa ato ang curve kay negative 1, ay 1, 1 to 4, 8. So, meaning mag-start. Ang ato ang lower limit is 1. Ang ato ang upper limit is 4. So, this implies now that the arc length, okay, starts from 1 to 4 of the square root of 1 plus ang square sa ito ang dy dx. So, i-square na nimo may mo na siya 9 all over 4 times x. No? And dx. Okay? Now, lisod na siya i-integrate diretso. So, magamit ta og u substitution ani. So, we let u equal to 1 plus 9 over 4x. Okay? So, if u is equal to 1 plus 9 over 4x, that now implies that our du, okay, that our du is equal to 9 over 4 dx, and that is the same, no? That is the same as 4 over 9 du is equal to dx. Okay? Okay, of course, mag-change ta sa ito ang mga limits. So, at x equal to 1, naa kay 1 plus 9 over 4. So, ang 1 kay masulat nimo na siya as 4 over 4. So, 9 plus 4, that is 13 over 4. That is your u now. Okay? At x equal to 4, naa kay 1 plus 9 over 4 times 4. And of course, 4 cancels out. So, naa kay u equal to 10. So, this now implies that L now, no, by the change of variable, no, by changing variable, natay 13 over 4 ang ato ang lower limit or diya siya mag-start up to 10 of square root ni u. Ang ato ang du is 4 over 9, so natay 4 over 9 diri sa gawas du. Okay? And so, natay 4 over 9, ang antiderivative sa u, square root of u is of course u raised to the power of 1 half plus 1 half plus 1, that is u raised to the power of 3 over 2. And then, nakay 2 over 3 dire, no? And then, we evaluate that one from 13 over 4 to 10. Okay? So, wala na nato nagibalik sa u, kaya nag-change yung variable man ta. Yung usa pa, definite man siya nga integral. So, we just simplify. So, we simplify, mahimo na ni siya og 4 over 9 times 2 over 3. Mahimo siya og 10 raised to the power of 3 over 2 minus 13 over 9 raised to the power of 3 over 2. Multiplication na siya. And that is equal to 8 over 27 times 8 over 27 times 10. 10 raised to the power of 3 over 2 minus 13 over 9 raised to the power of 3 over 2. Simplify na ito na siya further. That is 1 over 27 times 80 times the square root of 10 minus 13. No? At 13 times the square root of 13. And that is now our final answer. So, the arc length is equal to 1 over 27, 80 times square root of 10 minus 13 times the square root of 13. Okay? So, kung nana mo yung mga square root na makita, stop na mo ay nang yung nag-simplify pa. Okay? And this ends our discussion sa arc length. Now, kung dili mo satisfied sa itong example, na daghang kayong resources ani sa YouTube o sa Google. Okay? And of course, the textbook. So, I'll end the discussion here and I'll see you on the next one.